miss me?
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. I'm Michaela if you're new, and I haven't made a YouTube video in 3 months. It's been a while. I promise there's new content coming up soon, better content. I've just been really busy, lazy, unmotivated. I'm back now though. So, it's summer now. Last time I made a video was in school. I've had a lot of YouTube video ideas since then. They just haven't followed through. And today, I'm going to be telling you guys an experience I had the week after school ended, how it led up to me doing this, the reason why I went, my experience, etc., etc. And so today's video is going to be about my experience at mini boot camp. They call it High Adventure Camp, Mini Boot, Hell Week, Basic Leadership Training. We call it Mini Boot in my school. And so, just getting right into it, I wasn't going to be able to go to Mini Boot Camp this year. I went last year, and it sucked while I was there. Not even going to lie, it sucked. I hated it. But this year, the time came around, and I was like, you know what, I really want to go back to camp. But my school was not going to camp this year because one of our instructors had to be at the in-service, and another one of our instructors was getting surgery. So I broke a few rules, and I went outside of our company and called up another school, and I was like, hey, please take me to camp. And they were all gung-ho for it. Well, when word got out to my instructors, they were pretty mad, but they also told me another school didn't want schools taking other schools with them, if that makes sense. So I thought I wasn't going to camp, and I was sad for a while. And then the Thursday before we left school, I was taking a physical training test to go to leadership camp, and I failed. And right after I failed, my student chief said, hey, do you still want to go to mini boot camp though? And I was like, yeah. And I had less than a week to prepare, less than a week to pack. So, I packed those 5 little days, ran a few miles, and I knew I was not going to be ready for camp. And within those days, I was trying to think, why am I going back to camp? Why? I knew I hated it when I first went, and I didn't get that reason until I was halfway through camp, to be honest. So, a little bit about my experience last year. I went with my school last year. It sucked. It rained. It was humid. It wasn't that hot. It was just humid. And my school didn't really get to do any of the activities. We did, but at the same time we didn't. So this year I was going to be the only person from my school going. And I was pretty nervous. I was like, what if these people don't accept me? Like, what if they don't like me? Then I'm just going to camp for a week and I'm not going to like it there again. So I get there, and just immediately the other schools who only had one girl coming, they welcomed me with open arms. And I love that about RTC camp, because I felt this way last year also. It's like during the school year you're all kind of like enemies because we're all competing to be number 1 in the county, but while we're at camp, it's like we're all a family because we're all in this together. It sucks for us all. And so the school I went with, I met the one girl that was going, and I think 6 boys, and they all just like accepted me just as if I was coming from their school. And so everything turned out alright, and halfway through camp I was running in the morning, the daily mile, and it hit me that I wasn't there to represent my school. I wasn't there to have a good time. I was there because this was supposed to teach me a lot of lessons, one of which being to just let go. Let go, and whenever you're running or doing push-ups or whatever you're doing, just let your body take over, and it's just a mental thing. And So also halfway through when I was running that day, it was like I was there because of the people. There was this girl crying, and it was her first year at camp, and it really made me think of myself last year. And I mean, that's why I went to camp. We did like a few activities at camp also. We whitewater rafted, orienteered, which my group did pretty good at orienteering. Did PT, ate really nasty food. We did a parade. It was, all in all, it was a really good experience for me because coming back home, it was like I had a new fire in me, and there I had been shown like something different than what I've known. And I mean, that's all I can really say about camp. I might make a video that's like 13 things I learned at camp or something like that. I got really sunburnt, I blistered, needed burn cream. There's so many stories, but it's just like what happens at camp stays at camp. So I had a really good time at camp this year. That's why I've been gone. I've been back for about almost 2 weeks now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it was pretty boring. There's really not that much I can say about it, but it was just overall a really great time. I'm glad that I went, especially not with my school this year, because it really gave me a new outlook. So if you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications too, because just subscribing doesn't tell you when I post, and I have some really great content coming up for you guys. Follow my Instagram, add me on Snap. They're both linked in the description box. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. Bye guys.